we're still the only one, right? And I think it's because from day one, we understood it's going to be a hard problem, and we understood there's going to be like eventually trillions of dollars at stake, right? And
Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down for you all through a series of video clips why I am so extremely bullish on the digital asset XRP, why I added another 50,000 units of XRP to my long-term bags back in August. Breaking all of this down for you guys. This is going to be a monumental video breakdown, so make sure that you stick around for the entirety of this video. Now, I know a lot of people are so tired. They're sick and tired of hearing all XRP is going to be bullish. It's going to go to 10, 20, 30, 40, $50. I get that, but I've never told you guys that here on this channel. I have only shown you guys why XRP has the potential to provide such exponential gains over the next consecutive couple of years. And I'm going to continue to blow your mind and do that in today's video breakdown by showing you all physical examples of how much growth this digital asset has the potential to achieve over the next consecutive couple of years. So if you enjoy these video breakdowns, no bullish moon boy hope you, I'm just showing you guys the devil's in the details, that we are on the cusp of experiencing something exponential. Then do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. So we're going to start here with an individual representative from Axelar. Okay, this is so monumental. This is the CTO of Axelar. Listen to what this gentleman says, because it goes hand in hand with everything that we've been attempting to tell you guys about digital assets that we hold and how they should be working for us. Literally word for word, people. We have been telling you this here at CYPRX. That is why we created the Wealth 28 Club, so that way you all can go through an educational platform. You don't have to sift around the internet, and you can find out how to get your digital assets working for you. Listen to what this gentleman, the CTO of Axelar, says here. Take a second and we're going to listen.
And in Web3, we have a similar situation where for a very long time, blockchains have been islands. You know, you have an asset like XRP, one of the biggest assets in the space, and it's still not available in DeFi, right? The holders cannot put it to productive use.
Boom. He literally just said that for the longest time, these digital assets, these blockchains, they've been island, and he specifically mentioned how XRP holders have not been able to put their XRP to use, to work.
Where for a very long time, blockchains have been islands. You know, you have an asset like XRP, one of the biggest assets in the space, and it's still not available in DeFi, right? The holders cannot put it to productive use.
Right? This is so massive that he said this, because what have we been telling you guys on YouTube and on Twitter and in building the Wealth 28 Club, showing people how we can get our digital assets working for us? This is all changing for the first time ever. This year in March, that all changed hands. I posted this to you guys back in July. Last bull market, XRP, XLM, HBAR had no DeFi ecosystem helping boost momentum like ETH did. That has all changed now for the first time ever. So aside from XRP's cross-border use case, let's put that aside and let's just think DeFi for a second. What I'm about to show you guys is going to make the digital asset XRP, in my personal opinion, explode exponentially over the next 1 to 3 years. We're going to see so much TVL via the institutional adoption of the DeFi ecosystem come on to the XRPL. Buckle up, because this is going to be so massive. And the reason why I'm sharing these past tweets with you guys is because I want you all to see that we have been at the forefront here of letting you guys know that right now, in the moment, you could be deploying your XRP or your digital assets onto the DeFi ecosystem and earning yield. Okay. And these financial institutions, they know that. I've proven that to you guys time and time. And that's how I want to open up today's video breakdown. I don't want you to think that this is hocus pocus. And I want you to see that institutions are paying attention to this, but they are not here yet, which is why I'm so bullish in what it is that I'm going to show you all in today's video breakdown. So just as an example, I pulled one document out of the many that are on my X profile. You guys can go back and you can check that out if you want, but we've posted so much physical proof and evidence that institutions are paying attention to DeFi. Here is a document directly from Northern Trust, a large financial institution, in cooperation with Deutsche Bank, the road to institutional DeFi. Like, you can't get any more clear than that. And it says right here, DeFi can be transferred into the traditional marketplace for opening the possibilities to create new cost efficiencies and effectiveness, as well as to generate paths towards new growth. These paths include the tokenization of real assets and securities, as well as the integration of programmability into asset classes and the emergence of new operating models. Here it also says DeFi for institutional use cases has the potential to create a new financial paradigm. Like, you can't get any more clear than this. Now, also back in June, we were the first ones to post video evidence of Ripple executives, both David Schwartz and Marcus Imfinger, telling you guys on stage. I'm not going to play these video clips to waste time, but this is a video clip from David Schwartz telling you guys that you could have your XRP working for you in liquidity pools. And then Marcus Imfinger, also in an interview, which we'll get into in just 1 second, mentioned the same exact thing. Now, this is monumental for a specific reason. And that specific reason is because when institutions are searching for yield, which in the near future they will, as we head into a lower interest rate environment, the search for yield and the increased risk appetite will only grow exponentially.
A yield meta is a source of, disproportionately high yield, so to the tune of like 15 to 20%. Tokenization is going to be a big thing this year. Well, first of all, because we're in a rising yield environment, and we've gotten to a stage where some of these off-chain yields being brought on-chain are going to be higher than the on-chain yields, right? So it's just an alternative source of yield on-chain. And second, because some really big and important institutions like BlackRock with their BUIDL product and like Franklin Templeton have been coming on-chain. And we all know that everyone's going to have FOMO about that.
These financial institutions will integrate into digital assets and blockchain ecosystems that are regulated, that are stable, and that have laid the infrastructure over the past consecutive couple of years in order to handle large scale amounts of money. And the XRPL is built and has been built in such a way and battle tested in such a way for it to handle and do exactly that.
How in 2024 we're actually at the point where I feel we're starting to get mass market adoption, mass market integration through the infrastructure providers,
Look, Ripple at its core is a blockchain infrastructure company serving enterprises. We started with payments and financial institutions. We've moved into custody, a lot of overlap with those same financial institutions, but we're going to expand with that same thematic of infrastructure.
Where I feel we're starting to get mass market adoption, mass market integration through the infrastructure providers starting to interact with their merchants.
Okay, this video breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, is going to age so well. Just watch what it is that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, so check this out. Let's listen to this representative just to prove that I'm not making this up, and so you guys hear it for yourselves. An individual representative mentioned that these large organizations, smart money is what he says, are not going to leave DeFi on the table. The ability to earn yield, to lend, to borrow, to provide liquidity to liquidity pools, they're not going to leave this behind, which is why we created the Wealth 28 Club. So you can go in, you can learn about DeFi. Even if you're not going to deploy into the DeFi ecosystem, you at least have the knowledge how to do so, how to start earning yield on your digital assets. So that way you can keep and grow your crypto wealth the next bull market cycle. And you don't have to be a sellout selling your digital assets or selling your XRP when it hits $20, $30, $40, $50 for fiat currency, thinking that you made it in life. You can hold on to your $20, $30, $40 XRP. You can deploy it into the DeFi ecosystem, and you can earn yield on that $20, $30, $40 valued XRP, okay? Which is what the smart people are going to do, which is what the financial institutions are going to be doing. Guarantee you that 110%. I could back that up 110%. So check this out. Listen to what this gentleman here has to say.
And so I think it's only a matter of time until you can perform those other functions, lend, borrow, provide liquidity to facilitate trading, these types of things, which also enhance your returns.
Yeah.
Right. So by making it composable, now you can actually boost your return on top in a fundamental way.
Yeah.
And so I don't think, smart money is going to leave that on the table once they understand the mechanics.
Smart money is not going to leave that on the table once they understand the mechanics. But ladies and gentlemen, smart money is not here yet. We've shown you this via physical proof of large market participants on stage telling you guys this. Listen, This is an individual representative from HBot that is building out on the XRPL, and listen to what he says about how the big players are not here yet, which gives us retail investors the upper hand. Take a second and listen to what he has to say here.
Say the BTC USDT pair on Binance, because that's probably the most liquid market in crypto, and you're really competing with Citadel and Wintermute and Jane Street there. But there's other games you can play where, for instance, market making on new tokens on XRPL. There aren't many players there. The big guys just aren't there yet. And so as a small player, that's actually an advantage for you because you can act more nimbly and provide liquidity in a very illiquid market and take advantage of it.
Boom. He literally just said that the smart money is not there yet. What did the previous gentleman say? That smart money is not going to leave the option or the ability to lend, borrow, provide liquidity on the table when the regulatory environment is clear. Okay, what I'm attempting to get you guys to see right now is that we as retail investors have the upper hand, just like that gentleman from HBot just said. Now, what else did we show you guys on this channel? This lady from the DTCC confirmed that all of this is not some hocus pocus trick. Listen to what she says here.
Of FIT21, other instruments, both ETH and Bitcoin, spot ETFs, those have been super helpful in pushing the movement forward. It just shows you there's pinned up demand. It is pushing through. There's a couple of things that are a little bit different about this. This is the first time in our history where we've seen actually retail lead and institutional follow, but the certainty that we're getting right now from the regulatory and the legal framework is helpful, and we'll continue hopefully to see that progress. Also, the use cases.
I mean, wow. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We have been at the forefront of telling you guys this, that banks, financial institutions, they are 110% coming to DeFi, that we as retail investors have the upper hand to get our digital assets working for us, and that these large organizations are not going to leave the opportunity to participate in DeFi on the table. They are 110% coming, and the XRPL is built in such a way in order for them to do exactly that. Now, last but not least, just to show you guys that this is all info that we have been playing on the CYPRX platform for the longest. Here is another representative, the CEO of Wisdom Tree, saying the same exact thing.
Constructive. Still, almost all of the money is retail, which is interesting. Even with BlackRock's great success, almost all that money is retail. There's just inherent demand. Usually in investing, retail gets the last look. Here, they've gotten the lion's share of the benefit of a $60,000 coin, which is nice for retail to be a winner. I'm expecting the next wave will be institutional money to come in.
What did you all just hear him say? The next wave will be institutional money to come in. So what have I shown you all up to this point before we transition over to talk about the XRPL? We're going to listen to the head of the DeFi ecosystem at Ripple say some things. And this is so monumental because what I'm attempting to show you guys is that large organizations are not here yet. When we get to DeFi Llama and I show you all the TVL locked on the XRPL, it's going to blow your mind via the opportunity that we have here as XRP holders. You guys heard the individual representative from Axelar at the very beginning of this video mention that XRP holders have never had the ability to put our XRP to work. That is all changed this year in March with the AMM feature. And people are not taking advantage of this opportunity because they're skeptical, because they don't understand it, because they're, waiting, I guess, whatever the case, whatever your excuse is. Throw that out of the window and understand that you're sleeping on a massive opportunity if you're not, at least at a minimum, learning how to get your digital assets to work for you. Because what I'm attempting to show you guys is that these large organizations, they're coming, they're interested in DeFi, they will adopt DeFi, and when they come, right now we have the upper hand as retail investors. You do not want to be involved in this space after the institutions. That is not how this game is going to work, all right, in favor of the retail investor. Again, teach his own, do your own personal research, not financial advice, but man, wow, it's just such a crazy opportunity. So just to show you guys what I'm talking about, listen to Marcus Imfinger. This is that video clip that we shared a couple months back. Listen to what he says about how he is excited about the ability for XRP holders to, put our assets to work.
That one's going live, which will obviously also be a native feature on the protocol, which brings more security and user safety and allows users to basically, put their liquidity to work. So we're super excited about that one.
What did he say? He said it basically allows users to put their liquidity to work. What does that give us the ability to do for the first time ever in history as XRP holders? It allows us to take our XRP and put it into a liquidity pool and earn yield. That is monumental. So many people are sleeping on that now because they think it's a scam. They think that it's just, again, lack of education is such a killer in this space. Don't take that approach. Head over to CYPRXtrading.com, join the Wealth 28 Club, and learn, at least at a minimum, even if you're not going to deploy. Maybe you're one of those people that's like, I'm never going to take my XRP out of cold storage. I'm going to hold it for forever. That's fine. There are so many other opportunities right now in DeFi to get your assets working for you. You don't even need to expose yourself or expose your XRP. You just learn. That's the foundational process that you need to take advantage of now while the institutions are not here. Oh my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's migrate, okay? Here we have Jazzy Cooper, head of DeFi developments at Ripple. Listen to what she says here about how some of the big components and things that they're working on right now is the EVM sidechain. And then I'm going to play a video clip of an individual from Persist mention how the EVM sidechain is giving the ability of XRP holders to participate in the DeFi ecosystem. Okay. So this is all just proof that this is happening for all you naysayers out there that like, oh, this isn't happening. This is conspiratorial. You can't make your XRP work for you. You know, here is physical proof from people that have many more credentials than I myself in the blockchain ecosystem and that are actually building these projects out for us to utilize as retail investors. Take a second and listen here to Jazzy Cooper.
We have also been working in partnership with a company called Persist on building out an EVM compatible XRPL sidechain. So that's fully EVM compatible and would allow developers to tap into a lot of the benefits of XRPL in terms of its durability, longevity, regulatory clarity on the token. So remain in the XRPL ecosystem, but still build with familiar rails that our EVM sidechain provides. So looking to spread the word on both of those areas.
I'm the CTO of Persist Technology, which is a dev shop based in Barcelona and now in Andorra. And we basically do blockchain projects since 2019. And we've been working with XRP Ledger pretty recently with very cool projects such as the EVM sidechain and some central banks institutional work.
He literally just said that they've been working with the XRP Ledger, building out the EVM sidechain along with central banks and institutional work. Okay, I don't know how else to put that into perspective for you that these large organizations, he mentioned literally central banks, okay, and what they're building out right now on the XRPL, this is monumental. This is physical proof that financial institutions are interested in these things. So should you. That's the picture I'm trying to print for you guys here. Do not put this opportunity on the sidelines because your bullish moon boy hopium price predictions haven't come into fruition yet. Here's the light bulb for you. It's not time yet, ladies and gentlemen. It is not time yet because the banks are not here yet. They are coming, as you heard the DTCC representative mention, but they are not here yet, okay?
So we've been working on the EVM sidechain for almost 2 years now, and there are many reasons why do we need the EVM sidechain. I would say the first one is because we are opening the programmability doors on the XRP Ledger. XRP Ledger has not been able to be programmed. You cannot deploy smart contracts on the XRP Ledger in his entire lifespan. And now we are opening the doors for that to be possible. So with the EVM sidechain, we are enabling the ability for anyone who's holding XRP to move the XRP on the EVM sidechain without putting sell pressure on the XRP.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but listen to what he says here. I'm going to roll it 10 seconds back. He mentions that they're building this out in order to stop sell pressure on the XRP. Listen to what he says here. Listen, this is crazy. This is why I'm so bullish.
To move the XRP on the EVM sidechain without putting sell pressure on the XRP, on the EVM sidechain without putting sell pressure on the XRP, and start interacting with the EVM ecosystem. EVM ecosystem, it's huge. It's become the standard. And nowadays, all the cryptocurrencies and all the blockchains in the crypto space are building in EVM. So there's incredible opportunities for everyone who's building on the EVM right now. So the EVM sidechain opens the doors for lots of dApps that are already being built outside the XRPL ecosystem. With this EVM sidechain, people will be able to interact with all these dApps. This includes DeFi, this includes metaverse games.
right? So he just confirmed that through them building this out on PeerSys, and how Jazzy Cooper just mentioned that they're working with PeerSys, how they mentioned they're working with central banks and institutions, and that they're doing this in such a way to stop sell pressure on the XRPL, okay? In order for us to participate in the DeFi ecosystem, this is physical proof, and just completely stops all the naysayers that are out there that are like, oh, this isn't possible. We're showing you that this is physically possible through the individuals that are on these panel discussions, telling you guys that this is all happening right now. Okay. Now, last but not least, here is the individual representative, the CTO from Axelar. Listen to what he says here. And then I'm going to play a video clip of him mentioning. Actually, I'm going to show you guys DeFi Llama real fast and why I'm so bullish, just to answer that question. Why am I so bullish? Why did I buy another 50,000 units of XRP back in August? Listen to what he says here.
What is Axelar going to do for the EVM sidechain?
The one thing I'm most excited about happening on XRPL is finally opening up DeFi opportunities for, for XRP, right? Again, we're still the only one, right? And I think it's because from day one, we understood it's going to be a hard problem, and we understood there's going to be like eventually trillions of dollars at stake, right? And we understood it's going to be a hard problem, and we understood there's going to be like eventually trillions of dollars at stake, right? And
you just heard it from the horse's mouth himself. The CTO of Axelar just mentioned that the thing that he's most excited for is opening up DeFi opportunities to XRP holders. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up button and freaking subscribe. Exactly what we've been attempting to tell you guys here at CYPRX, that this is all possible. This is exactly why we created the Wealth 28 Club, why we were boosting this so hard back in March during the AMM feature launch of on the XRPL, trying to get you guys to see how monumental this is. Now let me blow your mind, okay? So we know large institutions are not here yet. We know now that they are coming, and we know that they are building out all of this on the XRPL in order to enhance the DeFi ecosystem. Just like I mentioned to you guys in the post on Twitter, last bull market cycles, XRP missed out, but they did not have a DeFi ecosystem like the one that they're building now. Look at this, $49 billion of TVL locked on the Ethereum network, okay? Let's go look at the XRPL. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, $14 million locked on the XRPL. Now, I personally do not think that this $14 million represents all of the money locked on the XRPL, primarily because I've noticed that there are some DEXs and some things that are not listed here on DeFi Llama. So I would add maybe like another $20 million to this. But still, this is nothing in comparison to what is locked on Ethereum right now at $49 billion. So can you imagine when institutions come in, and if, let's just say, lowballing this, let's lowball it, and let's just say the XRPL total value locked increases to $20 billion or $30 billion, even just a small portion, or $10 billion, even at that, compared to what is locked on Ethereum, what that is going to do for the demand of XRP. If you have a brain, ladies and gentlemen, you understand everything, hopefully, that I just said to you guys, and why it's so important for you to accumulate more of these digital assets now. Now, how can you do that without putting your hard-earned money into this space, and instead use the market's money? Well, you can do that through the utilization of DeFi by taking the digital assets that you already have right now in your possession or on your cold storage wallets and putting them to work, like all of these representatives that I've shared with you all on stage have told you guys, okay? This is such a monumental opportunity, and people are sleeping on this. So with that being said, the rant is out of the way. Can you imagine when the TVL locked on the XRPL increases significantly in comparison to the TVL locked on the Ethereum? I mean, this is such a monumental opportunity. Like I said, put the payments use case aside, put the cross-border use case aside, and just fixate on DeFi for now, because this next bull market cycle is going to rely heavily on the growth of the DeFi ecosystem across multiple different chains and networks. All right. So many blessings to you guys. As always, keeping you all at the forefront. Nothing here is financial advice. Always assess your own risk properly. Even if you're going to go out and deploy in the DeFi ecosystem, understand that there's risk involved. We talk about that risk and how to mitigate that risk inside the CYPRX Wealth 28 Club. So again, if you're interested in learning anything that we just mentioned on today's video breakdown about how to get your digital assets working for you, how this is even all possible, what DeFi even is, head over to CYPRXtrading.com. We'd love to have you on the team. but I've consistently proved to you guys that bank and financial institutions are interested in DeFi. Your digital assets can be working for you. These large organizations, they know that. They're putting out documents talking about it and how it's going to create a new paradigm shift in the financial system. Come on now, people. Don't sleep on this opportunity because you lack education or because you think that this is a scam or it's a conspiracy theory. This is a new fourth industrial revolution, and you got to participate in it at a minimum by educating yourself. As always, many blessings to you guys. Be cognizant out there. Be aware. I cannot stress enough that now is the time to participate in this space in the form of education. Education laying the foundation for you to prosper in the near future. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.